Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a new episode of Slandertime. I am your host, and Freddie is hating. What else is new? This time we're talking about the John Romita Sr. and Stan Lee part of his 100-issue plus run, and Freddie has some very kind thoughts to say, don't you, Freddie?
No, the fuck I don't.
Alright, listen, this guy was genuinely positive like a night ago. He said, I don't think I have too much hating.
Yeah.
And now we're here.
Not too much. It's not that much.
Hatred.
It just might come off a little strong, I guess. It's not a lot, though.
Alright, so this era is a golden time, a golden age in Spider-Man's history. This is when, we had iconic villains every single week. We had, incredible plots. We have some of the best plots here. We have nightmares for Spider-Man on a personal level. You have his love life blossoming in interesting ways. You have character development for people like Flash Thompson. You have iconic developments for even the most small side characters. What's the problem here?
Alright, so where you want? Where should I start?
So we start on one of the most iconic Spider-Man issues of all time. And that issue is Spider-Man No More. You know it from the Sam Raimi Spider-Man 2. One of the greatest speeches that Aunt May ever gives in any type of media is found in that movie, adapted from this iconic issue right here. And while the issue itself I don't think is as good as that adaptation in the movie, I think the movie might have done a little bit better.
Yeah, Raimi did it way better. No, not a little bit, way better.
The movie doesn't have anything like that panel, bro. That iconic panel where he's walking away in the rain from his suit.
It quite literally has that panel, actually.
It has that panel. It doesn't have the monologue, okay? We're not doing this right now.
It doesn't need that fucking monologue.
I might even edit that into this just because it's such a banger. It is one of those panels where it's like, why do I love comics? Panels like this. Because he's given that speech, right? And it's just the most sincere thing ever. He's like, there must come a time where every man must realize that he must put away his toys and actually become a man. And he realizes that time is now. Spider-Man was the thing out of his trauma, out of his past, and now he is moving beyond it. Incredible character moment.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's great and all that. But there's one kind of major, not major. It's not that bad. It only became a problem once I reread that shit. I ain't gonna lie.
Why'd you reread it?
Because I thought I was tripping. Because I was like, is it really how it went? I remembered it. And I thought I was hating. I reread it. And I was like, oh, no. It's exactly how I thought it was. It's not hating.
What was the issue?
So like how the issue starts off, he's beating up on these fucking sorry ass gangsters, whatever they are. I forget they're relevant. They're sorry.
Yeah, the Kingpin's men.
Yeah, they're sorry. That's not the point.
They're hooligans. What do you want them to do?
They suck. And he pulls it back home.
It's like,
and then fucking
no, hold on.
Mary Jane's aunt. Oh, here we go.
That's like expecting. That's like me criticizing the Red Ribbon Armor for being sorry, bro. Like, it's the same shit. They're henchmen. Okay, it's fine. They can be henchmen.
And they're still sorry. I said they're sorry. Moved on. Like, God damn. Like, you want these motherfuckers get some props or something? No. Anyway, he moves on. Aunt May's like fucking sick.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh my God, Aunt May, she's sick for like the 40th time, by the way. And then fucking.
That's not true.
And then he starts thinking like,
true
damn.
though.
He starts thinking all about like his Spider-Man life and shit. And then he hears fucking J. Jonah Jameson of all people is hating ass. And then Peter starts thinking, maybe Spider-Man is a curse. And then he throws that shit out in the rain. I'm like, wait a minute. That's it? That's what made him break down as Spider-Man?
They had one issue. What do you want?
Like, I was like, are you fucking serious? And stuff. I was like, you even see Aunt May like violently break down. She's in the bed, fucking laying there. Like, I got a bit too jiggy, Peter. And I was like, all right, but like you're fucking giving up great power, great responsibility, all that shit because your aunt had to lay down a little earlier in the day.
That's not all right. Listen, you're skipping over a pretty crucial detail when it comes to Spider-Man No More. All right.
My fault.
His relationships is the main thing that makes him decide to do this. He wants to pursue a relationship with Gwen Stacy. He wants to study at school and actually make something of himself like his uncle always wanted him to.
Yeah, I know his little fucking job opportunity got hold.
And he can't do
had to
that
shit up as Spider-Man.
as long
Yeah,
as
I
he's
know that.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, I understand that.
All
But
right.
I'm saying like the catalyst for that shit was still fucking Aunt May being laid up in that bed. You know that.
No, it was the TV. It was the TV. It was Jameson. It was Aunt May, and then it was the TV, and then he went outside. I know
You
this
made
shit.
that shit even worse. You made that shit even worse.
No, because
I wanted to leave
Jameson's whole
James
point
alone.
is that he is a lunatic, someone who is endangering himself and others, and does it for no real gain. He's like, damn, hearing all this shit, all this slander from your place of employment, bro. Imagine you're going into work every day getting slandered, right? It would get to you after a while. It's not just one moment. It is everything building up, and also his sense of responsibility. He's like, I have a responsibility to Aunt May. I have a responsibility to people in my life. So I have to actually lock in and stop being Spider-Man to keep my responsibility to them true and alive.
Okay.
It's a natural escalation of the story's themes, bro.
No, the thing is, I like that part. That's all fine. But my issue is he really took fucking Jameson's hating ass words to heart. The same Jameson who actively like Jameson would fucking he'd rather die than not hate on Spider-Man. He dropped dead right now. Jameson is fucking the most clearly biased motherfucker that's ever shown his face in the earth, especially in the fucking 60s.
Oh yeah, he was a gag character for like the first 100 issues, I think.
So look me in the eyes and tell me if you had someone like that in your corner hating on you, would you genuinely take their words to heart? Not even take the words to
No,
heart.
I don't
Would
think
you
he
even listen
does.
to that motherfucker?
He's just hearing the opinion that other people have echoed through Jameson.
So he took his word seriously. That's my fault.
No, he took the word of the street seriously. He took the word of just people in general. And by this point, his mental state was already like, man, I can't keep doing this. This is childish. And then he hears this on top of it, calling him a lunatic who endangers others. And he's like, you know what? That might not make sense. It might not be rational to take Jameson seriously here. But I feel like it is one breaking point for me. And it's what leads him out of the house with his suit. You know?
All right, you're doing all that talking to not change my fucking opinion. I'm not gonna lie. But it's time to now we're gonna move on to when Peter actually stood on fucking business. We're gonna move on to that point. He pulled up his Gwen Stacy's old ass was getting dropped on a building, and Peter's seeing that he's like, yeah, fuck that. I can't let that happen.
Wait, what?
And then he thinks, you remember this?
Gwen Stacy's old ass was getting dropped on a building.
Go, her old ass fucking father.
Her father? That wasn't her father. That was
Captain fucking Stacy.
No, that was a night watchman.
I thought it was the old ass. Damn.
No, it was a random person. He's met Captain Stacy before.
Oh damn! I thought it was the old ass.
No, it was that random night watchman. He looked at him and he reminded him of his Uncle Ben. So he remembered why he was doing this.
Yeah, and he went and stood on business. He climbed that fucking building. He stood on some shit.
Yeah, that was not.
You remember what he was supposed to be doing?
What would Captain Stacy, old ass with a cane, by the way, be doing on a building? What do you mean?
I don't know what he be doing up there. I didn't question that at the time. I thought it was him.
They look nothing alike.
Hey man,
No, hold on. We're bringing him up, bro, because he looks exactly like Uncle Ben. That was the whole point. Like.
Uncle Ben old too, man. That's what I was thinking of. That's the point.
All right, bro.
You see Aunt May. Uncle Ben definitely looked just like Aunt May. Old as fuck.
You insulting them by calling them old, bro. Like, that's just a fact. That's just a fact.
Aunt May not old?
Oh, yeah, old as hell. But that doesn't change anything, bro. That's why she's dying every issue.
Old too. Captain Stacy old as hell too, ain't he?
He's not that old.
Yes, he is. He has fucking white. No, he's white hair and a cane.
If he was that old, he would be retired, though.
He was retired.
Yeah, but not for long.
He's still retired, though.
Yeah, but, like, you could retire at, like, 50.
And that's when you're starting to get fucking old.
I think, all right, what do you consider old?
You think there's two different kind of olds. There's old and there's really fucking old.
Okay,
Any
what's this flat old? What
no,
does that
once
look
you hit
like?
fucking like flat old, you're above 70. Anything above 70, you're straight up old at that point. You're ancient.
You're ancient.
Yes, if you're above 70.
Interesting. I think I agree with that. I think he's probably like 65.
And he's touching on that fucking ancient category right there.
I
I can
guess.
round his shit up and he's ancient.
What's your point?
I'm saying he's old as fuck.
Like, all right, yeah, you proved with court evidence that Captain Stacy is old as fuck. Congratulations. What is the point here? What does that prove?
I don't remember, bro. I don't remember.
You
All I
don't.
remember is he's old.
All right,
I
bro.
don't remember where I was going with that. You messed me up my train of thought.
Yeah,
That
I
sounds
bet I did. I bet I did. God damn it. All right.
And, all right. What other positives that came from this little section? Oh, fucking Harry. I actually liked the Harry though. Surprisingly, there was no hating on Harry's part.
What changed?
What changed? I don't know. I just didn't dislike him.
He's
I
got
think
like
I
the
see
same
wrong.
character. He does not like grow through these pages. Like, and we
I
cover a lot of
don't.
issues. This is issues
Yes.
50 through about 80 something, somewhere in there. Like
No, he
80.
definitely does.
Yeah,
He's
84.
not the same, bro. He's not the same. And top it off, they were hoeing the shit out of Harry too.
Who was?
Fucking, I think Gwen hoed the fuck out of Harry. One of them in the group did. For they hold the fuck out of Harry. Flashlight came back or something like that. And
Yeah.
then Gwen was like, "Yeah, I'd never date Harry." There was some shit like that. I was like, "Wait, whoa! Why are we doing it like that?"
You know what? I know what scene you're talking about. This was in this little Kingpin arc, because that's what Spider-Man No More is the first part of. And they're like, Gwen's talking about how she's with Harry at the time, I believe. And Mary Jane's like, "Oh yeah, well, he's only with Harry because Peter didn't ask her first." And Gwen
Oh, yeah.
doesn't fucking deny it. So
They
what do
just
you think
fucking
about
shut up.
that? What do you think about that, Gwen? She says, "I think perhaps it's time we get headed home." Like, no! He's
Yeah, hold
being
the fuck out my
owned.
dog Harry.
What would you
Top-
do in that
top
situation?
off.
You heard that.
I said, "Bitch, what's wrong with you?"
Just like that.
Because I'm not. It's just straight up. Because you're not gonna do me like that. It's gonna be on both their heads. Because you hold me by asking that question. And
Yeah.
you hold me by answering like that. I'm not letting that slide.
All right, fair enough, fair enough. What do you think about the villain of these first few issues, which is the Kingpin? Is he? I mean, obviously, we've had a lot of versions of Kingpin in media that you've seen. You've seen Spider-Verse. I don't think you've seen Daredevil because you hate too much on Daredevil to have seen Daredevil. But you probably know the MCU Kingpin, what that looks like. Does this fit your kind of expectations of how he was characterized, what he looks like, how he moves, his threat level, everything like that? Or was it surprising or disappointing to you?
I mean, his fat ass is moving how I thought he moved.
Okay.
Except when I seen him dust Peter in that fucking 40.
Well, what you mean? What scene are you talking about?
When he was running from Peter, they was boxing in that little fucking room. He like threw Peter away. He took off on Peter running. He ran past like this secret entranceway.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Peter runs past him, and the Kingpin just gone. He dust his ass.
Bro, Peter said he bounced up like a bowling ball and got up out of there. He's like, damn, I didn't know he could move like that. Oh, my
I
God.
was like, it's like there's only so much of my belief that could be suspended. By the way,
The one thing that
It's-
never gets adapted from Kingpin is his fucking disintegrator cane. I've never seen that show up. And that's probably for good reason.
that shit needs to stay gone.
It's not threatening to you?
I mean, the fact that I knew it was a thing, but I didn't
Really?
truly realize it.
I'm
Yeah,
surprised.
I knew it was a thing.
Where'd you hear about that? Is it in something, or you just knew from the comics?
No, I just knew from like a random ass like throwaway.
I feel you.
I've never seen this shit before.
I like it in that it is a obvious, like, oh, this is the Kingpin's power, and it's a distraction for his true power, which is his fighting skill and his muscle. You know, I like that it's a red herring for people, so they assume, oh, only has a cane, that's his only weapon, and then he puts the cane down, he beats the mess out of you, he slams people out, no problem, bro. I like it as that, but I think once you establish what the Kingpin's true power is, the cane serves no purpose because he would never choose to use the cane instead of just fighting like Spider-Man or Daredevil with his bare hands, you know. But when they're actually in that whole situation, first of all, can I just say this? Frederick Foswell's a fucking dumbass. Like, unfortunately, spoiler warning for Amazing Spider-Man issue 52. But he does die at the end of this little arc here, sacrificing himself to save J. Jonah Jameson. So, rip the homie Frederick Foswell, bro. But also, why the fuck would you assume that the Kingpin would let you take his entire empire over just because you once put on like a weak ass mask and ran the mobs for about 2 days, bro? Like, before you got your ass beat and sent to jail. Like, does this logic make sense to you, Frederick?
He's one of my most hated characters for a reason.
What? Frederick Foswell?
He does nothing, but I'm tired.
You can't say. That's why they killed him, but also, that's crazy. Spider-Man would not have gotten to. He wouldn't have reached Doc Ock's hideout in your favorite Spider-Man story yet without Frederick Foswell as Patch.
He would have found his way there somehow, some way.
But I'm saying he does serve a purpose in the story. He's an informant.
Yeah, he can have it. Yeah, he can have his little purpose. He's still a fucking bum.
So you didn't give a shit when he died. You're like, yeah, that's what he gets for being a bum.
I mean, I didn't say that's what he get. It was just about time.
It's about time.
It was about time.
Second death in the entire series besides Uncle Ben, I think, by the way. Right? No, well, out of characters that are good guys. Because it was Sally got hoed and then he got hoed. But there were some other characters that were villains, like the Crime Master who died.
You don't care about the Crime Master.
No, that's why I didn't remember him when I was thinking of people who died. And then I was like, oh, wait, no, he did die. He did die. Trying to tell everyone that the Green Goblin was J. Jonah Jameson. His dumbass.
I wish that shit worked.
What?
I wish that shit worked.
You wish Jameson would have gotten arrested?
Yes.
Hey, fair enough, man. Fair enough. Was Kingpin, like, more powerful than you expected him to be, or was he about the same level as you imagined?
I mean, in the media I've seen him, he's always been putting fucking hands on Spider-Man, so like I wasn't really surprised when he was boxing him. I did think Peter was a little sorry for that, but it's not. I can't hold that against him since it always happens. So
yeah, I mean, when they do have some scenes in here that I was surprised. He thought that it would work, like drowning Spider-Man and Jameson in like a fucking evil bathtub or something like that. That's clearly not gonna work on him, bro. I don't know why you would assume that would. I mean, Jameson, sure, but
I'm not gonna lie. Him making a web cocoon with some shit I did not think was gonna happen. So that was a nice little surprise.
Oh yeah, what do you think was gonna happen? He just breaks the bathtub.
Yeah, I thought something like that. I didn't think.
But yeah, he can do that. He's been shown to have abilities of that nature. I do think that when it comes to that little arc, it's not the strongest, but it's a good introduction to Kingpin. He's kind of just known during this time as like the fat guy, the fat villain, which is unfortunate because he is, I think, more than that in the future. But for now, he's just kind of, yeah, he'll beat you up with his belly, and that'll be that. So, yeah.
And now we have to. Now I think we should move on to my my least favorite little stretch here.
The Human Torch issue.
Nah, that's somewhere else. That's I just asked. I meant like the Doc Ock for the Doc Ock part for portion.
Oh yeah, you like the Doc Ock issues?
Yeah, my favorite, and
Are,
it all starts
are you
with
serious?
yeah, my favorite
All right,
man. I was
you're about to
waiting.
get a hoe, and I see where this is going.
I couldn't wait to get into this. We have the
Yeah.
same tired, played out ass joke with fucking Otto fucking Octavius showing up and Aunt May falling for his schemes yet again. Talk
Yeah.
about she was like, "Oh yeah, Peter, I'm running out of room in the house." And her
Mm-hmm.
dumbass fucking lets fucking Otto be in the damn room, like talking about, yeah, he's gonna be living here. And Peter's like, "Oh May, this is," she said, "No, don't be rude to him, Peter." It's like, are you fucking serious?
Yes,
Like,
she's
are you
serious,
true?
bro.
Are you fucking serious? And then Otto's on some bullshit in the fucking crib. And then Peter and him are end up boxing.
Yeah.
And then Aunt May pulls up. She's like, he's like, "It's Spider Man." She fucking faints. I'm like, are you really? Are you truly
You're
fucking serious
blaming
right
her for fainting?
now? I was like, are we serious right now? You would think like Spider Man has you looking like this, but the motherfucker with 4 robot arms, who you should know is a criminal, is chilling with him.
Yeah. They broke a fucking hole in her wall. They destroyed her house. What do
And
you?
she didn't faint. And she ain't faint till she sees Spider Man. That's all I know.
Oh, hell no, bro. So did you expect this plot twist? When you saw, oh yeah, Aunt May got a border, and then Spider-Man can't find Doc Ock anywhere. He goes home, and Doc Ock's eating dinner with his aunt. Did you expect that?
No, I didn't expect it, but I
Then
feel like
maybe
I
makes it a
should have,
good
I should
plot
have
twist.
known.
Then makes it a good
I
plot
know I should
twist.
have known when I seen it with Otto in the fucking story, and Aunt May dumbass is in the same story. I'm starting to see a common fucking plot point. When both of them are in the story, some fuck shit happens.
Last time Doc Ock was in the story, you called him severely unthreatening. You called him one of those stupid smart people, and you just started to owe him. He said he was only threatening in his first appearance. Does he get any more threatening through these issues, or you maintain that stance?
All I'm gonna say is Aunt May give him a plus 25 attribute increase. That's all I'm gonna say.
What the hell does that mean?
The moment Aunt May gets involved, Otto starts putting up numbers. Take that what you will.
Okay. He also gets a death weapon that can destroy the government. But yeah,
Okay.
yeah, Aunt May, sure. Gets a
Yeah.
nullifier that can destroy any weapon, which means he would, he holds Iron Man instantly, but you're still gonna call him weak.
I don't give a shit. Was Iron Man there when it happened?
No, he's lucky. He's lucky he wasn't there when it happened, because he would have been dead.
Tony would have put belt the ass on him. There's the reason why he's only a Spider-Man villain.
That's not true.
It's truth right now, ain't it?
I guess so, yeah. I guess so.
Yeah, that's what I thought. There's the reason why he ain't boxing nobody but fucking Peter Parker when some
Yeah,
bullshit goes on.
when some bullshit goes on. Alright, but what do you think of that nullifier story? He gets the nullifier is this top secret weapon that is used to nullify any machine in the world, basically, right? We don't know if it works on alien technology. That's not really relevant because we don't got to deal with aliens right now. But he uses it to nullify all of Stark Industries. He uses it to nullify Spider-Man when they next fight. And it ends up giving him amnesia. And you still think he's sorry. He took Spider-Man's
He's,
memory away.
he just got lucky.
He's got lucky. And
He
he
got lucky
convinced
and
him that they were
capitalized off
partners
it.
together.
It's not that hard to convince a motherfucker who don't know anything.
All right,
That's
bro.
like if it's like if you woke up with no memories, and I'm like, oh yeah, you my butler. You're gonna fucking believe me because I'm the first person you see, and you don't have no memory of what's going on.
That's true. That's true.
He ain't
But
manipulative. He's fucking sorry.
he does self sabotage Ock because he tells him steal this map. He steals the map, and then he leaves the pinpoint. He leaves his home address basically in the military base for John Jameson to find it. And so John Jameson and Captain Stacy, they track him down. They invade Doc Ock's home, but then Spider-Man still has amnesia. And he fights a jungle man named Kazar. Do you know who the hell this is? Or this is the first
No,
time
he
you're
look a
hearing?
fake ass He-Man to me.
But he got a saber-toothed tiger, though.
I'm pretty sure He-Man has one too.
Does he actually?
He has some kind of animal on his hip. I
Zabu
remember.
destroys He-Man's tiger, bro. That's all I know.
No, no, the fuck he doesn't. You don't
I'll,
know shit about He-Man. Don't ever play on his top like that again.
Zabu would rip his throat out, bro. Leave no scraps. All right.
There's a, there's a reason why he's called fucking He-Man. And that tiger ain't on his like, it's not on his shit.
I don't know, man. I'm not sure. But what would you say was the point of the amnesia plotline? I think it's just to show that Peter Parker at his core is just a good person. And that's kind of it. You know? As far as I can figure. Do you have any ideas on that?
No, I don't have anything extra to say. I feel like that's a pretty.
It's a basic plotline.
It's not necessarily. It is like kind of like simple, but I feel like it's a good one regardless.
Yeah, I feel you. I do like that we're veering more into like sci-fi plots now, though. Like Lee and Ditko is pretty much all, villain of the week, but they're all street tiers, and they'll have some type of power like electric or sand or whatever the case may be, but it usually doesn't get too crazy. But for the Doc Ock issues, it gets pretty wild with the whole like this device can destroy anything. Like police cars will chase after them. They'll nullify the entire police car and they crash. And yeah, I don't know. I think this stuff is fun. Also, the art is really fucking good here. John Romita Sr. is probably one of my favorite Spider-Man artists. He's definitely top 5 for me. And he's just great, man. The way he does expressions on the characters is so good. Whether it's, with the romance stuff or it's like Doc Ock like losing his mind. They're all great, all the expressions and stuff. What stood out to you about the art?
Don't ask me about this fucking art anymore.
What?
You already know how I feel about this shit,
It's
man.
peak.
You already know how I feel about this shit. Let's move on to the next segment because you're not getting a different answer.
Nah, bro. That's
I'm
crazy.
gonna say it again. I don't like this old age ass art.
You said you preferred this one over Ditko any day.
Fuck Ditko. That doesn't change
What?
anything.
Alright, bro. That's crazy. I do think it's kind of wild that they took Mary Jane into his house just so that she can see the broken wall. And she's like, wow, that's one groovy wall you got there. Oh, what the
I
fuck?
fucking hate this dialogue also. Like, there are so many points where I'm just like, what the fuck are you even talking about?
I raised that point and you didn't believe me. You was like, oh yeah, Mary Jane, she talked the most normal out of everybody. Now you realize how wrong you are, right?
No, it's not even just her. It's like I understand these are like old age expressions. So
Yeah.
like they're lost on me with time.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just like, what the fuck would possess you to say this?
What was the worst thing you heard?
Hold on, bro. Fuck, it might have been an MJ one actually.
Yeah, it probably was. Like I said, with
It
the whole
probably
boob tube
was.
shit, bro. It's just out of hand. I know what your favorite issue through here was, though. The Return of the Spider Slayer, obviously, right? You couldn't wait to see that one.
God, there's a bottom tier right there. I ain't gonna lie to you. Going through that shit was it wasn't even just emotions, man. It
What?
combined two different things that I fucking hated. It
What
was
was
J.
that?
Jonah Jameson at the front and center, and then this fucking robot trying to kill Spider-Man. I feel like these two damn plot points are the worst fucking plot points I've ever seen.
Really? You hated it? I thought this was a fun issue.
I despise this, like the fucking This is like the fourth time, by the way, in these past like 60 issues. This is like what issue number? This is like almost 60. In
Yeah,
the
yeah.
60 that a fucking robot has tried to kill Peter. It's
Okay.
always fucking goddamn Jameson who's attached to the fucking robot.
This is the first time. Oh, well, no, it's the second time the
Oh, my
robot was
fault.
used.
Oh, my fault. It's only two times. But why does it feel like there's so many more?
I
That's
don't
how
know. I
fucking
think you're
ass
just
it
hoeing
was.
this.
No, I'm
I
not
think,
holding that.
well,
It
he
was
fought the living
fucking
brain
terrible.
in an earlier issue, in like the Ditko run, like 8 issues in or whatever. Uh,
Bro, it was ass, bro. Like, I wasn't fucking with it.
what could they have done differently? You just don't want to see the damn robot. Is that it?
Yeah,
All right, all
every
right.
time,
You know what?
every
I'll
time I
respect
see
that.
this robot, that shit dry as hell.
Okay.
I'm tired of it.
Oh my god. I do think it's really funny how stupid Harry Osborn is here, and this is the one time I am going to slander Harry, because during
Oh,
this
you're
time Peter
hating.
Parker is reported missing because he has not been seen because he's Spider-Man, going all over the city helping people without his memory. Harry Osborn goes into his room, sees a spider tracer on his desk, and says, "Oh wow, Spider-Man captured Pete." Not the sharpest tool in the shed, bro. That's a fucking stupid conclusion.
His heart was in the right place. He was thinking about his friend.
How would he reach that conclusion, bro?
Hey, man, we like his character. We don't think he's smart.
That's like me going into like, if my roommate was a serial killer, I go into his room looking for clues. I see like a bloody knife, and I'm like, the serial killer took my friend.
That's not unreasonable thing to think. You just gotta think like he just dropped a
Bro,
knife, kidnapping your friend.
that's being blind. That's blind as hell. Oh my
Just
god.
he just dropped the knife. He just dropped the knife, like
That's a
snatching your friend
stupid
up.
conclusion, bro. This
This really,
dumbass, he captured Pete. Shut your dumb ass up, bro. I'll use your insult. McDonald's had looking ass, bro. I swear to God. Then we get into the brainwasher stuff after that. After Peter regains his memory, he goes back to Gwen, who Gwen during this time is super worried about him. I bet you have some slander for Gwen, do you?
no, actually, surprisingly, no. I like this.
Because I think you had the opinion that Gwen was pretty boring in the last batch we read.
No, I feel like this set like kind of like fixed Gwen for me.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay. Well, that's what's up then.
felt like she had a bit more going on now.
Yeah. I
But I
feel
know one
like
thing.
what?
I said I know one thing.
Yeah.
This might have been the stupidest. Actually, this might not even be in this issue, but I don't care. I'm just saying it anyway. It's probably in the next one, but I don't know. I don't care. All
Yeah.
I know is Peter went over to their fucking crib like after the motherfuckers getting brainwashed. Like Captain Statesford ever got brainwashed.
Yeah.
He's like, Peter was talking about Spider Man or something. Like Gwen's old ass dad heated up, and then Peter
Well, I know
pushed
what
him
you're
over.
talking about.
He tried to swing, and then Gwen comes in the room, and she was like, what happened?" He's like, "Man, get him out of here. Get him out of here." He's yelling or whatever. And she was like, "Peter, what happened?" He was like, "Oh, it isn't what you think." And she says, "Yeah, I see my old ass dad on the ground. So what'd you do?" He just froze up. He not saying nothing. I was like, "Peter, you're a fucking dumbass.
What would you have said?
Like, you fucking stupid. Like, this shit
No,
pissed
no,
me
no.
off."
Hold on. What would you have said? Oh yeah, I had to pack your dad up real fast. I had to slime your elderly father out. My fault,
Well,
babe.
say
Like,
something. Say something. He said, deny it then. She said, deny it. And Peter talking about, Gwen, I can't. Like,
he did sign that motherfucker out though.
What did you think was gonna happen?
Listen, bro. I
It was,
think. Look, he respects Gwen's intelligence. He's not gonna try to lie to her, bro. And you're acting like that's a bad thing. He's honorable, bro. He cares so much about Gwen during this time. He literally admits, like, the scene before. He's like, Gwen, that's the girl I love. And it's a big moment for him because that's the first time he's really admitted that. Here, I mean, he's realized it for the first time. Why would you want to lie to someone you truly love?
I'm not saying you gotta lie, but at that point, you gotta keep that shit 100. He kept like, yeah, there gotta be something wrong with your dad right now. Like, you gotta keep it 100. He's
Alright,
gonna be like,
bro.
he's gonna sit there all froze up and shit. He
Yeah.
asking him questions. He's like, I don't know, Gwen. It's not what you think, though.
My
Oh, what you
God.
mean? Like, oh yeah, I know. It looks like I hit your dad across the back of his head. Oh, I can't tell you what happened though. So like,
He can't!
it's
Yo,
like,
dad
dude,
got
like,
brainwashed by the kingpin, actually, and now I was trying to smack him out of it. And I'm like,
he stiff armed his old ass. He on the ground slumping shit. He knocked the chair over. You did not have to push him down hard.
he forgot his spider strength, bro. He got agitated. He forgot himself. That
It's
would
talk
happen to
about.
me if I was if I was in that situation. Do you remember the brainwasher though from the earlier issues of Spider-Man? Because it's not our first time seeing him.
Yeah. Didn't wasn't that shit like involved with that weird ass doctor with the pictures?
Yeah, I mean
Not
it's
pictures.
pictures this time too.
No, I mean like I'm saying like it got like undone with the pictures. Cause like it was a machine, wasn't there?
Yeah, I mean I forget what exactly it was, but it was like an experiment for school or something. And you get like,
Yeah, I
yeah,
remember.
yeah. And he goes into his little office and he's like, oh yeah, just do this and you're good. We send you on your way. And Peter was one of the ones that went into the Winkler's experiment. He got hypnotized. It was him and Electro, I believe, who were using this plot. Now it makes sense that the Kingpin would get him because the Kingpin's just that smart, bro. Like, that's the one big thing you can say about the Kingpin. He knows all of the resources in the city and he will actively use anything that is viable to him, and everything is viable to him. So of course he's gonna get like the brainwasher.
I was not expecting that.
You were not expecting the Kingpin to be behind it?
Yeah, I was like, this fat ass motherfucker. He really got it. I ain't gonna lie. I know his name the Kingpin, but I didn't know his hands was in everything like that.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
At least not yet.
Oh yeah, I mean he took over all the mobs.
His husky ass moving, all right.
Do you enjoy Mary Jane as a character, or are you just tired of her?
Like I might be stupid, but like low key here, I feel like all I remember from fucking her character so far is I ain't gonna, she's nothing but a prop. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna be straight up. She a prop for stupid sentences and Peter. That's all I see. Like I might be on here. I'm not latching on to anything really.
Yeah. Well, she's supposed to be the one that gets between Peter and Gwen. She's like the wild card that messes things up. But that can still be
Yeah.
interesting. That can still be a fun dynamic. Like, she meets Spider-Man here while he's beating up all the thugs in the Brainwasher's lair. She tries hitting on Spider-Man, I believe. She's like, yo, you got any brothers? But you don't enjoy that shit. You read that shit with a frown on your face. I'm not gonna lie,
Um.
Stanley might have something against elderly people. I'm not gonna lie to you, because this comes right after the Aunt May Doc Ock issues with Captain Stacy.
I'm saying like I low key feel like he got a problem and he need to be stopped.
Oh,
Cause
man.
I'm not going for this shit no more.
Out of context to Gwen, though, like, you really can't blame Gwen during this time because she's genuinely going through it. To her knowledge,
No, I don't blame her.
bro, Peter just pulls up on her house, smacks the shit out of his dad. Her dad leaves without any explanation and then takes photos of her dad, framing him for crimes. Then he puts it
No,
in the
I don't,
newspaper,
no,
making
I
them
don't blame her.
fugitives.
I don't blame her at all.
That's a
I'd
crazy set of
say
circumstances.
I'd
Yeah.
say fuck Peter too.
Yeah. What was your favorite story out of all the issues that we read?
It might be that fucking brainwash. I ain't gonna lie.
Surely it was the Medusa issue, bro.
Medusa. Oh hell no. Oh no, no, no.
This is
Heavens
one that I
no.
originally wasn't going to give you. It was originally cut out.
Yeah,
But
it should have stayed cut.
no, I like it actually, bro, because I reread it. It's a funny ass issue. Because Medusa's
All right,
from the
well, whatever you
Inhumans,
say,
right?
man.
She shows up here. She's like, oh, I gotta judge humanity. And she starts getting hoed by hairspray salesmen, bro. Cartoonishly evil hairspray salesman, by the way. with a fucking crazy mustache. I love this guy, Montgomery G. Bliss, bro. He's very entertaining to me, and I enjoyed seeing his downfall. All right, you're gonna deny me that? You would have me cut that out? Man, don't tell me that wasn't satisfying to see him get kicked out of his own company. His assistant gets to take over the whole shit because his ass was too greedy, bro. That's a moral in there.
Yeah. Yes, he is a bum. But let's move on to an actual good story, though.
You didn't like Spider-Man saying, "Man, you women can't shut up." You didn't like that panel?
That's a, that's an insane statement.
That's a
But
problem with you women. You can never keep your mouths closed. Actual line he said, by the way.
see, Stan Lee tripping. See, Stan tripping now.
I'm surprised that is the first time we've gotten something like that in Spider-Man. I would have assumed we had some more bangers like that. Because if you read early Daredevil, bro, it's so much worse.
It's so much work. What did he say? Oh, I know what he says now. My fault.
What do you think he says? What do you think he says?
I already know he told somebody to get back in the kitchen. I already know. He said
Matt was moving kind of crazy, bro.
Matt said, back in the kitchen, bitch. I already know he said it. You don't even need to elaborate on nothing.
Bro, early Daredevil is so ass. But anyways, the Vulture returns through here. Are we still slandering the Vulture? How do we feel about him? The old one returns.
Yeah, no, he had a good little run here.
Yeah,
I liked it.
This is my favorite of the classic Vulture issues. I feel like this is where he's his most threatening. I genuinely didn't think Spider-Man would beat him at a certain point in the story, which I could never say before. Before it's always been like, oh yeah, he's beating the spit out of this Vulture man, this Bird man, bro. But not only does the Vulture absolutely destroy Blackie Drago, the other Vulture who like stole his identity, gets his revenge on him. So badly, by the way, that he never shows up again. This is the last time you'll be seeing him. Because he got so embarrassed, he went into fucking retirement. But, yeah, he gives Spider-Man the best fight of his life, man. You also get Robbie Robertson during this time, and he's pretty cool. I don't know. He's a cool guy.
His son does him dirty, I ain't gonna lie.
How does his son violate him?
His son called him a coon, bro.
He did do that.
What the fuck out of him? The whole
because you work for the establishment, Dad. The white man's establishment.
The whole time I thought he was a cop. The way they was acting, like how they hated him on that fucking campus.
Face it, Dad. You work for the man. I'm like, yo, he works in a newspaper. What are you talking about?
like his son was started doing the protest. It was like, oh, yeah, he's his son. I was like, whoa, what the fuck is that, dude?
He's a fucking editor. Like, what do you mean?
He really public enemy number one out here, bro. He unlike Thor, all he got is enemies.
Jameson is like being a dumbass, and he's like, I'll hold him for you, Vulture. And Robertson's like, move, man, out of the way. And he ends up sacrificing himself because the building like tumbles down on top of where Jameson was standing. He has to shove him out of the way and he's hurt. And then Jameson just starts flipping out even more. He's like, come down here, you wall-crawling fiend. And I'm like, yo, your editor, your best friend, your editor just like fucking died, bro. You still getting mad at Spider-Man when he just told you not to do that shit. So I'm like,
that's what I said.
Yeah,
I said what I said, man. It's a conundrum. He just too obsessed with blazing.
Robertson was very needed, bro, because his whole purpose is that he's like the good side of Jameson. Like Jameson knows he's wrong a lot of the time, and Robertson is there to tell him when he's out of hand because he's out of pocket about 99% of the time. But he is a good newspaper man. But he's out of pocket 99% of the time. Like, you see what happens when Robertson isn't around? Jameson started grabbing on to Spider-Man. Did nothing, by the way. And he had to web him to the damn floor. But yeah, the Vulture was actually beating the mess out of Spider-Man. I mean, he did have a wounded arm, but this might be the worst he's been beaten, bro. Like, in a while.
Oh, I'm not gonna lie. That was sorry as fuck when he
What?
broke his arm. I was the sorriest shit I ever seen.
He didn't break it.
Oh, okay. Well, he was still walking around with that shit was limp though, did he not?
Yeah, that. All right, listen. I don't know what it is with the Vulture and Spider-Man. He got a history of just getting his arm broken whenever he comes into contact with the Vulture. It already happened in the Vulture's second appearance, by the way. I don't think you can make the Vulture more threatening than this, honestly. Like, he's actually a
I'm not,
genuinely good villain here.
and also, I'm not like this is me like not trying to hoe here,
Okay.
but like when he fucked up his shoulder,
Yes.
was didn't this motherfucker say it was like it was too slippery and he couldn't hold on?
Maybe.
All right, so like my quick question is, I thought his powers just let him stick to shit.
They
It doesn't
do,
have
but...
to be like. It doesn't have to be like he doesn't have to catch his footing. He can just stick to something.
No, but if it's slippery, he can't grab onto it, bro.
But with, like if it's slippery, like he has to touch it though. It doesn't matter if it's slippery. He could like
You think Spider-Man can climb
is
up
he?
like a oil dow's building, bro? You think he can do that?
I was wondering. I thought he could.
No, he would just slide down it.
So like okay, so
It's
so
like
you're giving me the
suction
limits to his
cups.
powers.
His powers are basically suction cups. So anything a
Okay,
suction cup
okay,
would not be able to stick to, he cannot stick to. Does that make sense?
okay. So you got some limits. All right.
Yeah,
See,
of
I
course
was
he does.
I
This isn't
I'm
soul
saying like
leveling.
some
It's a
more of
good
the
series. What's your opinion on the mask discussion? Because Spider-Man gets knocked the fuck out by the Vulture at the end of the story. Vulture runs away, sorry as hell, gets his power pack broken. Jameson's like, unmask that fiend, that criminal. And Captain Stacy's like, no, fuck you, bastard. Which side are you choosing? You're a random civilian. You see a superhero that's caused damage on the ground. You can take his mask off. What do you do?
I'm gonna say, hey, somebody swipe that shit. I'm not gonna do it, but I'm gonna tell someone to do it. All right.
What if you're the only one around?
Well, I'm not taking his mask off and he wake up.
Bro, you know how many views
Uh,
I get on fucking TikTok?
you know how many broken bones you gonna have when you wake up?
You think Spider-Man packing you up for that?
If I was in real life, I wouldn't know. I'm not gonna
Oh,
take that chance.
yeah. But what I like about a lot of these stories so much is just how it feels like an actual nightmare. And I feel like a lot of other series don't have those moments where you're in a real life situation, but it feels like so ridiculous and over the top that it's terrifying, you know? And Mysterio does that to him here. He goes into fight Mysterio in his damn parking garage or wherever the hell he is. And Mysterio blasts him with something, and he makes him small and tiny and puts him into a damn amusement park.
Oh, I ain't gonna lie, I love that shit because it
Hey.
reminded me of fucking It reminded me of Batman Arkham Asylum. It's like a boss fight,
Oh,
like
yeah.
Scarecrow. Like Scarecrow's like big as shit. You gotta like maneuver on the map, to take him
Yeah.
down as Batman. It reminded me of that shit instantly, and I fucking love that shit.
Oh, hell yeah.
The moment I realized,
I, I do have to say, how the fuck did Mysterio get the budget for this shit? He really built a whole amusement park just to fuck with Spider-Man?
hey man, he got it, man.
Not even just the amusement park, but death serpents, an entire working like Ferris wheel, like water tunnel ride, and a giant like 50 like absolutely massive robot just to fuck with I mean, like, I respect it, but that's insane, you know? Oh my
Hey man,
god.
maybe if y'all chased the bag like Mysterio, we wouldn't be in our situation. 'Cause I don't know what he do for money, but he got that shit.
Yeah. I do really love the moment where he's in the tunnel, Mysterio's chasing after him, and the serpent wraps him up. Because it felt like the dialogue there was exactly like if this be my destiny. You know, the dialogue in that moment where he lifts the rubble up. This is like the second moment that gave me that same sort of feeling. It's not as good, but it definitely reminded me of that, you know? Where
Yeah.
he just starts dropping banger quotes. He said, my size doesn't matter. Even my life doesn't matter. No one can win every battle, but no man should fall without a struggle. I'm like, yeah, I felt that shit. You know what I'm saying? And then he finds Mysterio in his little hideout. He beats the mess out of him, then he burns his clothes. Disrespectful, might I say. Because you can beat somebody up. You didn't have to do that to his drip, though.
He burnt the fit, man. He making sure he know.
Yeah. Oh, my God. And then we get to my actual favorite issue from all of this, which is the Green Goblin one, where the Green Goblin finally remembers who he is. I think this is the most intense Spider-Man has ever been. I think it's the best the art has ever been. I think it's the best the character writing's ever been. So, yeah. I mean, that panel where Norman Osborn finally remembers that he's the Goblin. He stands up in his bed like this. Bro, the facial expressions there, the art is genuinely great. Like, I don't think even you can hate on this.
My statement from earlier still stands. So
No, that's crazy, because this art is better than most modern art.
No, I didn't say the art was bad. I just said there ain't no bad bitches in his art. That's all I said.
No, earlier you said, I'm tired of talking about the damn art when I tried to talk about the damn art.
Yeah, I am tired of this ashy ass shit too, but like...
And that's crazy that you said there's no bad bitches, because John Romita was genuinely known for drawing characters in a way that was just too attractive. Because he had a background in romance comics.
Man, shut that shit up.
So every girl got more attractive with his run.
That's that 70s shit you talking about, man. I ain't hearing that.
Don't tell me that's like, alright, what do you want them to look like? They're beautiful women.
That's that 70s shit you talking about. That's that 70s shit you talking about, man.
What is your problem here?
I don't got no problem. I just made a fucking factual statement.
You tell me.
You wanted to rebuke it.
No, it's not factual. You tell me you wouldn't go after Gwen or MJ here, bro? There's no way.
Fuck no. Fuck no.
No, you're a criminal. You're a criminal. I was genuinely going to...
You're a damn convict.
No, I'm not. We're not going to look at this.
Ask me. I'm giving a factual statement right now.
What about is factual?
I'm being objective right now.
They genuinely have no cons in the way that they're drawn, bro. There's nothing about them that is even remotely ugly, bro. They got flawless skin, like fucking eyeliner, like
hell no.
W fits.
Hell no.
Like, what are you talking about?
Let me pull up a goddamn modern Emma Frost panel.
Alright, bro, you just want big tits and ass, you fucking gooner.
Oh, no.
You fucking gooner.
It's gonna be a face shot. It's gonna be a face shot. You fucking tripping.
And I'll get you a face shot of Gwen. Oh my god, golly.
We gonna know who better. Like, what you even talk about this for?
Bro, I was literally looking at the panel of Peter catching up with Gwen after in the Shocker issue, I think, that we're gonna get to in a little bit, and I was like, yeah, I understand why he would go crazy over this girl, bro. She's like actually like genuinely super attractive here.
No,
like, I understand it. The artist made me get it. Why he is in love with this girl so
ain't
much.
Making you understand shit.
The
artist ain't making me understand shit.
Oh my god, bro! You fucking criminal.
Hey, you done derailed our fucking conversation because you want to say this dumbass shit.
Alright, I'll go back to what I was saying. I think this is the best Green Goblin issue that we've ever gotten, including the iconic one where he fucking abducts him and unmasks him.
Yeah, this is the toughest show we've had so far.
I bet. Yeah. Because Norman Osborn was genuinely moving different, too. I think this is where they adapted the Thanksgiving scene in the first Spider-Man movie where he's, like, carving the damn turkey in, like, a menacing fashion, bro. Oh
yeah,
because he was tweaking at that dinner table. They toned that down, by the way. He was even crazier in the comics because
he also gassed this motherfucker.
He did throw a web bomb in his fireplace. Yeah. Oh wait, you talking about later? Because they get like psychedelic gas in the climax of the issue. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. I'm talking about later. He should have gassed his ass.
Oh. Well, he gassed his house too to get out of there. Norman Osborn was tweaking when that happened, by the way. He started throwing chairs all over the place randomly. He had no real reason to do that, by the way. Destroying his own property. But that was smart, because I was reading that issue, I was like, damn, how the fuck do you get out of here without, like, alerting everybody to, what's actually going on? And he found a way, because he's Spider-Man. And that's what he does. But we saw it getting, like, actual full-page panels during this time. Like, not spreads. Actually, we do get our first spread here. This is like probably one of the earliest double-page spreads in comics, man. Where he hits him with the psychedelic mushroom and all types of enemies start like spawning in. But yeah, he ends up just doing the same shit to him. And that's raps for Norman again. He got amnesia, double amnesia. I know you didn't like some of those later issues. You would have preferred I cut out Kangaroo, but Kangaroo's staying in, bastard. Fuck you.
No, fuck you and fuck that kangaroo. What the hell you talking about?
But before we get to the Kangaroo, we get to the Lifeline tablet arc, which is the first actual long arc in Spider-Man. I think it goes on a little bit too long, honestly. I had originally said that this probably has the same issue that the Red Ribbon Army arc has, where it builds up to a big climax and then it just feels anticlimactic because the final enemy they set up just isn't as powerful as what came before. Do you agree with me on that?
I'm gonna be real.
Yeah.
This climax, actually, I ain't gonna lie. Fuck our five listeners. I'm not giving you a spoiler warning, but I guess you have one now. This motherfucker dying because he just keeps turning younger. I was like, damn.
Yeah.
That was like I, this is years later, so it's like I expected it,
Mm-hmm.
but I didn't think they were gonna actually go through with that shit. So
What do you think was gonna happen?
I ain't gonna lie, I assumed it was gonna be a bit more like simpler than that. People just gonna beat his ass. But I knew that wasn't gonna be the case since that's normally never the reason.
Gotcha. Have you heard of Silvermane before?
Fuck no.
Really?
No.
He does
He's a
come
new
back,
person.
and he's in like a lot of other Spider-Man stories as an old man. But I cut him out of the story from now on because they didn't make it make sense how he was able to come back. Yeah, I
Oh, okay.
researched it, and there's like, oh, actually, the Lifeline tablet, brought him back at a slightly reduced age, but he was still old. And I'm like, that's the weakest excuse for a character coming back I've ever heard. He has to stay out. I don't care how good the stories for Silvermane are after this. I'm not including his old ass.
That is true. And Silver also Quicksilver is sorry as fuck.
Yeah.
Quicksilver ain't shit. I don't ever want to see a motherfucker compare him to the Flash ever again.
But listen though, because Quicksilver was very new at this time. If you compare
I
the
don't.
Flash in like his first 50 issues to Quicksilver in his 50 issues, Quicksilver's probably way faster.
First of all, one, I don't care, and two, that is not true.
Yeah, yeah. If
So
you read I've read the Silver Age Flash comics in like the fucking 40s. He was not threatening, bro. He was not fast at all. They made him fast later. He was
nah,
fast, but he wasn't like Spider-Man could probably still beat Flash up in the 40s.
no.
I think so. You can power scale this and get back to me, but I think that's true. I think it is true.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna hold you to that,
All
and I
right.
just know
Yeah.
the consequences of being wrong. By the way, I'm preparing you right now. I'm never letting you live this down if you're wrong.
I told you what happened to
Because
Quicksilver, bro. I told you he
this is
just stuck his arm out, and that's all it took.
yeah. I didn't believe you.
And then you read it for yourself, and you're like, he's truly sorry.
Yeah, you fucking ass.
Oh my god. What do you think about the political commentary here? Because this all starts because the students are having demonstrations for student housing. And there is a lot of topics that could have not aged well at all. But I think they are definitely like done much better than they could have been. You know?
Actually, no. It was a good angle. Me personally,
Really.
since it kind of went like Fireman's always been like a neighborhood like street kind of guy.
Yeah.
So his stories like reflecting a more like personal issue that affects the community. I feel like that always fits in a Spider-Man story.
Yeah. But I mean, a lot of it was just Randy and his father. The whole racism arc here. Not even racism, because it's not racism. But it is. It's like it's societal racism, not like any one person, you know? It's about how do you fit into society if motherfuckers in the 60s are racist and you just know that, right?
He did say his daddy was a coon at the end of the day.
Did he actually use that word?
No, he didn't use it
I'm
straight
like,
up.
there's
But
no way. Randy Robertson. Oh my god, bro.
no, he didn't say it straight up. No, that would be crazy.
Oh my god. Yeah, yeah. But Randy, bro, he has the one other black person in this series right now that is like attending their university, bro. He's a fucking instigator. I don't even remember his name. But the guy with glasses, bro. The guy that looks like you if you got evil, bro.
Oh, you throwing me, bro.
If you grew like a little goatee, started plotting, thinking evil things, bro, that would be you.
Boy, hell no. I'm about to hold the fuck out you, boy. It's up for you when I get the chance. Just know that.
Yeah. Well, all right. Listen, what do you think about Robertson's advice? Would you have changed anything? Would you have given your son the same information? Well, he was like, "Son, you fucked up, but it's okay. We'll stand with you." And he's like, "How did I fuck up?" Because if you really think about it, I have to work on being stronger because you have made yourself. That's where he basically called him. Yeah. He has become part of the white man's establishment, right? And he has to live that down, he said. And Robertson basically tells him that he has to pursue his education. He has to, live a normal life, like a good life. Or else everything else is meaningless, All right, listen. I'm going to hold a series real fast. I'm going to say this.
That's the worst. What you about to say?
How the fuck does Spider-Man have better political commentary on BLM in 1966 versus My Hero Academia in 2020?
Oh, shit.
How was their racism arc better?
Hey, man.
Bro, is that not sorry as hell? I'm sorry, but the mutant racism plotline in My Hero is so terrible. That's the worst message ever. I think, moving on from that, because I imagine you don't have anything to say on that, because you don't want to, slander a series that you enjoy, right? You want to protect it.
I can slander that, but that's slander's going to be for later time.
Yeah. I think the Kingpin gets worse with every appearance he makes, honestly, from like this point on. I feel like he's just losing his sauce, bro.
Like, I'm gonna be so honest.
Yeah.
When the Kingpin runs up in that university trying to get that like little stone, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, why the fuck are you doing? Why are you going on a drill right now?
Yeah.
You're the king. You're the Kingpin. Why are you leading this,
bro? That is a good question though. Why the fuck was he himself stealing it?
This is this was like of the utmost importance. Like, your entire organization will crash if you don't do this yourself.
Yeah. By the way, Kingpin implicates Spider-Man in stealing the tablet so fast. I was like, damn. You're not even going to let yourself get arrested before you start slandering it? This shit's kind of insane.
I mean, it was a good plan, though.
Yeah, it was a good plan. By the way, Randy tries calling Jameson racist. What do you think about that? Is Jameson racist?
Hey, I wouldn't hold it against him. I definitely say he was. And I don't care what nobody try to bring up from past the 70s.
Yeah.
At this day, at this point in time, no further stories. I definitely say he was.
That's crazy.
I throw it out there, definitely.
When Kurt Connors got brought in, were you like, oh god?
I knew what was gonna happen.
Fucking Billy's getting hold again.
I knew what was gonna happen to him.
What do you think of these issues?
Man, you know how I feel about the Human Torch, for real.
What made you turn on him?
At first, it's like I feel like his every time I see him and Peter, their dynamic is a bit too similar to how it was. I'm like, all right, brother, I'm getting a little tired of this shit.
Oh, you think they should have evolved past that by now?
Yeah, but I guess I'm holding. I guess
their dynamic will evolve pretty soon. I get what you're saying, though.
In my eyes, I'm like, y'all done too much bullshit together for this to be y'all default setting.
I mean, that's a lot of people, though. That's how I am with a lot of my friends. I have friends where I haven't admitted to them that we actually enjoy each other's presence for a year or two, right? Because we're just busy holding each other. Because that's what's fun for us. That's how we communicate.
Y'all ever boxed about it?
Have we ever boxed about it?
Yeah, you ever boxed about it?
That's true. That's a good point. No, I've not boxed my friends for that because it's jokes.
All right, then.
I guess they did box a little bit in the Lizard issue. But
All I'm
all right,
saying is,
listen. We had another issue with the Human Torch. It was Mysterio and the fucking Wizard, which I know you overjoyed to see your favorite villain, the Wizard, back.
who the fuck is the Wizard?
You don't remember him? You
Who
were
is this?
slandering
Who is this?
him. This is not his first time reappearing.
Oh, his bum ass?
The one with all the riddles that the Human Torch and Spider-Man fought before?
Oh, him.
You
Oh,
didn't
man,
understand that that's why they brought him back?
No, I just seen another sorry villain. I was like, look at him. They got another sorry ass team up.
Because they got a history of fighting the Torch and the Spider-Man. He wanted his revenge against both of them. That's why he was instigating the... Alright, bro, come on, reading comprehension. Let's be serious.
I just didn't remember his sorry.
Alright, that's fair. That's fair.
I comprehended what I read. I just didn't give a fuck.
Alright. Now, we gotta talk about this Prowler issue, bro. Because we get to the Prowler issue, right?
Oh, he's about to...
No, actually, I'll let you take it away then. I'll let you take it away.
Nah, there's nothing for me to take away here. You know what you did this entire like fucking 4-story little set you gave me.
We have some banger classic stories in here.
In here?
Maybe not in the last one, but in this run, yes. Not every issue can be an incredible masterpiece of art.
No,
all right, it just can't.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah, but like when
what's the problem?
You handpick, when you hand select issues,
I didn't hand select it.
Crafting yourself. Yes, you did. You crafted this yourself. You're gonna at least give me mid. That's what you're gonna at least give me. You're not gonna give me whatever the fuck Kangaroo Jack is.
That was mid. All right, if it was just him fighting a random kangaroo individual, I'd agree with you. But that's not the structure of the kangaroo issue, bro. They have more to it than that. Oh. It's interesting because he has this virus on him that if it's smashed or even released to the air, everyone in New York is dying. And he has to find a way to make this fucking kangaroo, goofy-ass individual understand that he has something in his pocket that is not diamonds and not jewels, but something that will just genuinely kill everybody in New York. And how you navigate that situation. That issue's interesting because I could not tell you how to resolve that, you know?
All right, whatever you say.
All right, listen, you don't buy that at all, what I'm telling you?
I'm just saying whatever you say, bro. Like, whatever you say. You think that fucking kangaroo nigga is interesting, you can
No, I don't think he's interesting, but I think it's a valid story to tell. I think this story has some value.
Yeah, no, I'm saying if that's what you think, that's what you want to believe, I'm not going to change your opinion on that.
That kangaroo man could box you up. We were talking one day about how many kangaroos could we defeat, bro. I bet you couldn't even defeat the kangaroo man.
Okay, first of all, I'm not going to box him because he wants to do some weird shit. He can do whatever he wants.
He was a kickboxer who killed people in the ring, by the way. And you're slandering him. Why can't he be a good villain?
Okay, this 0.5 is a little stronger than that kickboxing, by the way.
Why are you slandering kickboxing? Why are you doing that?
No,
why are you doing that?
I said the 0.5. I said that 0.5 a little stronger than kickboxing. Remember that?
Nah, bro. Anyways, what I was gonna say is, should this Prowler issue come out today, it might be called racist. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. You're telling me a window cleaner turns to crime because he's not being paid enough and uses his window washing gadgets to start robbing motherfuckers.
I mean, that's pretty realistic.
Yeah, it's realistic, but it's like, I don't know, bro. It's a crazy villain. I bet, anyone who's seen Spider-Verse is they're not assuming that the Prowler used to wash windows, right? They're just assuming that he's just a killer.
Definitely.
Did you know this about him?
Fuck no.
So this is brand new to you. Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard some snippets or whatever, but I didn't know he was a window cleaner.
Oh, yeah.
Because my one thought process is, why does he have claws on his suit?
Right.
Where did he get this? Because he was a random person, was he not?
Yeah, well, it's.
I know he made it, but
But what's the issue?
But why though?
Why would he make it?
What made him want claw? Huh?
It's not claws. It's gloves. They're steel
Was it
tipped
not like,
gloves. That's what he says.
yeah, okay, steel tip gloves. They look like there's some sharp shit on the end of those gloves.
Yeah,
When I pulled it up, are you looking at it right now?
I am. You're right. You're right.
But
I don't know where he got the damn claws from, but he probably just attached some extra like metal or something. I don't know. I don't know what he did. All right, I'm not an engineer. Oh my god.
all right, man. I
I
was
get what
just
you're
wondering. I
saying.
don't know how he did that. I
Yeah.
don't know how he did that. I was wondering why, but to each their own, I guess.
Yeah. You do have
And
Jameson
then
being a W here. He was defending his ass. He would have gotten fired earlier. If not for him, bro. But he sent Peter Parker out the damn window. And then
He started stressing about it too.
Jameson's instant reaction is like, "Did he get my money?" I'm like, "You just
That's
sent your
crazy.
employee out the window, bro. What are you talking about?" But Spider-Man comics do this a lot. They'll set him up with a character who, might not be the most interesting villain, but is somebody who is in a situation he can relate to. And then Peter realizes that by comparing his problems to theirs, either they're not so bad, or he can find out some sort of answer to it, or it's a framing device to, help him relate and help him move forward. All right, what do you think of Flash Thompson through these issues, huh?
I mean, Flash cool. He pulled up. He was trying to help Gwen out.
Peter saw
She
that shit.
spoke
He
to him.
got activated.
I ain't gonna lie. I seen Peter be ignorant. I was like, damn. He seen Flash at the apartment. He yoked him up. I was like, he ain't never acted like this before.
Yeah, all his character development. He's gained a lot of stability in his life, but he also has an edge now. You know what I'm saying? He's tired of this shit. People stealing his girl. He's not gonna stand for it no more. What would you do in that situation? Your girl said, "Oh nah, I'm busy tonight," and you go out and you see him with your old enemy.
I ain't gonna lie. Flash getting yoked up.
So it's not even ignorance if you do the exact same thing.
Well, first of all, just because I do it doesn't mean it wouldn't be ignorant still.
All right, what do you think would be the reasonable response to that situation?
But the reasonable response is for you to just withdraw. That's the reasonable response. But I'm not
I
about
got you.
being reasonable.
Yeah, I know.
I'm yoking him up by his collar.
So you're doing exactly what Peter would do. All right, finally, a
I'm
protagonist you can relate to.
No, I'm doing worse than what Peter would do.
Peter would have done worse if Harry Osborn hadn't been like, yo, Pete, no, he's gonna.
Because I'm popping that collar. First of all, it's not gonna look neat after I'm done with him.
Yeah, I get you. I think the greatest strength of these issues is just how personal a lot of them are. Like, you think about an evil goblin that's insane and knows your every secret, circling over your aunt's house, ready to kill her and expose your identity to everybody, bro. And that's like just a nightmare situation. It's you built this whole life, and some of these villains are about to just blow it all up right now, because they know everything about you. And one day, one of them's going to kill you. I really like how strong the bonds are, and I really like how much more menacing the villains become as a result of that, because you don't want to see him lose everything that he's built.
I understand why people say they want to see Peter suffer.
Yeah.
'Cause
That makes for
I
some of the
love-
best stories.
no, it really does. Every time I see Peter go through some shit, I start nodding my head up and down like, oh yeah, it's about to be a bang.
That's why you didn't like those last set of issues, bro. Because he wasn't suffering.
it sounds so messed up. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, man. I do agree with you,
feel
though.
bad.
That Brand New Day trailer came out, and I sat everyone like, yes! He's unemployed! He's home. Well, he's not homeless. He has a shitty apartment! And I'm like, do you like him? And even in this era, comparatively, he's much better off, right? He has an apartment. He has loving friends and family. This is probably the time that he's the happiest. And yet we still have these issues where he's miserable. And sometimes it's like, I think a lot of the charm of like the comedy and the goofiness comes from the fact that it can just be random shit. He can just go home one day, be like, "Hey, Aunt May, what's going on? You got some meatloaf ready for me?" And he's like, "Oh yes, Peter. By the way, here's Dr. Octopus. He's going to be staying with," and he's like, "What the fuck? What? What do you mean?"
I don't even blame him.
He started pointing at Young. He's like, "Don't you know, Aunt May? He's a menace, a deadly criminal," acting like J. Jonah Jameson, bro. Even stuff like when Mysterio tries to get Spider-Man to visit him at the site where they had their first battle, he airs on TV a clip of him destroying the George Washington Bridge, I believe. And Aunt May sees it, and she's like traumatized, so much so that Peter bursts through the door to be like, "Hey, Aunt May, what's going on? How can I help you? What are you dying again? What's going on?" Do you actually want to care about Aunt May?
No.
But you do want to care about Mary Jane.
Yeah, I do want to care about Mary Jane. I'm trying to see fucking Mary Jane rise up and shit.
I think Aunt
May's this iconic character that I've heard about. The only interesting part about her so far, in my personal opinion, is her little fucking dynamic with Gwen, where they're not really beefing, but they are.
They are beefing, bro. There's that one Kraven the Hunter issue where Gwen's just bitter. She's like, "Keep handing out those fucking burgers, Mary Jane." I'm like, "Damn! Hand out the burgers, Harry. I gotta show this bitch what's going down." I'm like, "Yo, what are you doing?" Next week, we're probably going to get to the end of the Stan Lee Spider-Man run, finally. What are you expecting him to do before he leaves?
I want to see Harry look at his dad and say, "You don't run me anymore, bitch." But that's not going to happen.
Well, his dad's kind right now.
Maybe Norman starts being a dick again and Harry checks him. I don't know.
No.
We need Mary Jane to step up and take that fucking female lead role, but she can't do that until like Gwen.
Are you invested in Peter and Gwen's relationship?
Not at all.
No?
Not even a little bit.
I think you're kind of supposed to be. They've built this up for like 60 issues straight. Not that many, but like at least 20 issues now.
Yeah, it's cool, but like I don't really give a fuck.
Do you usually care about romances in the stuff you watch?
Not really. Sometimes if I feel like it is strong enough, in my opinion, it can be. Or
can you give me an example?
If I feel like
of another comic or another show that made you actually invested in the characters,
that made me actually walk into that shit. That's
you just enjoyed seeing them on screen together.
Enjoyed seeing them on screen. Hey, man, you bring up too many things for me right now.
All right, go ahead.
No, I'm saying like when you say that, off top of my dome, it's like I saw like. First thing on top of my head, Gohan Vidal.
Yeah, I noticed you didn't say Chi-Chi. That's so smart.
Cause I didn't give a fuck about that shit.
Yeah.
She was bullshitting in her first appearance.
She was, bro.
And then her second appearance, she was getting straight to it.
She showed up. She said, "Why don't you remember me?"
She was like, "Run them bitches for that promise."
Yeah, she got her ass beat, bro. She got a preview of the domestic lifestyle, bro. Then she stayed in a kitchen for the rest of the series, by the way. After Goku beat her. Bro. That criminal.
She playing her role, bro. Don't worry about it.
She getting
not everybody can be Batman.
Alright. Well, do you have any more thoughts on this section? Is this improved, or is it above a 6 out of 10? Is it lower? Did it get better for you?
Actually, surprisingly, the highs for this were a lot stronger than normal.
It's true.
It honestly made up for the lows for me personally, so I'm gonna give this an 8. I like this.
Wow. So you would fully recommend this to somebody?
Yeah, I would.
You'd be like, yeah, that kangaroo issue, bro. Wait till the schemer shows up in his sports car.
Oh, yeah, I recommend parts of this to people.
Look, I don't enjoy the series as much when we get into the stuff that's after the Lifeline tablet. I think the strongest part is the Vulture through the Green Goblin. Because you just get hit after hit. Vulture, Mysterio, Green Goblin. You know, the Doc Ock stuff is also great. Like, I know you hate on Doc Ock. He's at his best, like, personality and fighting-wise here, I think. He's just fun to watch fight Spider-Man. I could not say that before. There's not, like, any one great character piece here, but you get a lot of slow development over time, which I appreciate. So I would probably give this... The Stan Lee, John Romita run, an 8 out of 10. I really like this shit. Next week, we're going to be adding some more segments on to the videos here. We're going to start doing some small little issue reviews And we're going to start adding some new series to the roster. But for now, that was a banger episode of Slander Time. Any final words, Freddie?
Fuck Aunt May.
All
And
right.
fuck her dominant duo.
Yeah.
Dr. Otto Octavian.
I'm deplatforming you.
No.
Bro, I didn't mean to do that.